right now I'm just running on my iPad here. IQ3 will run on any Android iOS device, whether it be a tablet or mobile phone. So we'll go ahead, open up our tablet screen here. It's going to ask me for a login. Down at the bottom right, you'll see that local mode. That is for offline connections. So if I don't have any internet out on that vessel, I can still go in, do my survey, and then once I'm back on internet, I can upload it to the cloud. I can do a normal login here. So right now we're on the home screen of IQ3. You'll see there I have a previous inspection. Scheduled inspections will also show up on the screen. This one here that we're already seeing is already complete. So I can actually go back, watch that inspection, make some edits to it if I need to before uploading that to the server. For now, all we're going to do though is hit create new inspection at the bottom. You'll see our very first option up at the top here is the type. So what's our inspection type? What inspection checklist are we going to be using today? So let's go ahead. We're talking about canal barge. This is their barge cleanliness inspection checklist, BCIC. Right below the inspection type, we have assets. So we can set up an asset library. You can import your own asset libraries in. I know probably not a big deal for your company as you don't have a ton of assets or machinery out there. We can go in, I can select that asset. I can associate photos to those assets as well, so you can ensure you do that double check. And then just to the right of our assets, we have a drop down for repositories. So I can go in and choose essentially which folders I want to store this inspection into. So we'll go in, we'll say February surveys and tank barge surveys. So this inspection will be saved into those folders for me. And below those drop-down fields, you'll see I have a few different fields that populated. Those will change depending on the inspection type or checklist that I choose. So I'll go in, we'll call this barge, Rev barge 1. We'll say it was tank barge. And we'll put it in Texas. So now that I have all of my pre-inspection information ready to go, I have a few different options on how I want to conduct my actual inspection here. So we have different inspection types available. So the very first one on that bottom left is video inspection. It's going to do full-time video. List inspection is going to give you more of a checklist with the ability to add little video clips into that checklist. And then that audio event is just going to give you a checklist, but it's also listening to what you're saying and transcribing that audio. And it'll actually put together a little bit of an AI-generated summary for you at the end. So for today, we're just going to keep it simple with the list inspection. So we open it up. You'll see that I have different sections available within this inspection. Each of these drop down with their relevant inspection items. So this one starts off with the safe assessment, the job safety analysis, just asking if those are completed. I can go in, I'll select yes. Verified previous cargo in our cleaning orders. I'll say yes, it's a strip and squeegee. And I confirm our vessel is safe for entry. We'll move on down to our cargo tank inspection. So all below deck cargo pipeline, check valve inspection plates, clean outs ready for inspection. We'll hit yes. We'll go ahead and upload a photo of our clean out just to show that it is in fact clean. I wish I actually had a clean out to take a picture of. I don't. Let's say I also want to go ahead and throw a little bit of video clip on top of that. So I can get a quick little video. We can add that onto that inspection item. And then let's say maybe also I need to get a measurement of that clean out. So I can go into our tools here, hit measurement tool. So I can draw on both sides, and then I can also capture a photo with that measurement overlaid right on top. So if I go in here to view my previous photos and videos, I can scroll over there. You see that my measurement's overlaid on top of that soundbar that we measured. Another cool thing about the photos is we have markup available, so I can add text. I can go in, I can actually draw. Oops, I hit save instead of draw. Go ahead, circle the soundbar so everyone knows that's what we're looking at in this photo. Hit save, now that markup's saved on top for me. And as you can see here, that measurement note was pulled into our notes area of that inspection item as well. Cool thing about the software, this is something that Canal Barge actually requested us to develop. So you can see here we have our cargo tank inspection. Maybe we have multiple cargo tanks. So what I can do is I can hit that copy icon there. I'm going to say yes. And I can go ahead and actually make this cargo tank inspection, cargo tank 2 inspection. And so now I have cargo tank inspection, cargo tank 2 inspection. So I can go in. I now have a whole new section of cargo tank to go into. So, I could have, 1 port, 2 starboard, all sorts of different tanks on that vessel and, be able to configure this single inspection report to fit really any vessel that I need. So let's continue on. So down the bottom left, we have marker history or inspection history. So what that does is it actually pulls in previous notes entries on that inspection item. So this one, for example, was a pump can pressure test. So they're checking that pump can, making sure that it'll hold 15 PSI for 5 minutes. And we can pull up the history and see previously they went in and said it held for 5 minutes. We can go in and we can actually pull those previous notes in, and it gives us a date and time associated with those previous notes as well. We'll go ahead and hit yes there. On the very bottom right, we have marker flags available. So these flags actually allow us to set statuses on certain markers and items. Some of these are also set to be critical flags, meaning they'll alert users whenever they're added. So let's see, maybe code enforcement. See if I have one that's actually set for alert. I don't have any set for alerting right now, but typically it'd actually pop up and say, hey, you need to alert one of your supervisors about this. Let's say if I hit poor condition noted, it'll give me that alert, say, hey, you need to alert somebody. I can choose from my supervisor list and send that alert out to them in real time. Oh, up at the top, we have search functionality. So if I want to see my pump can, I can search down to that. These are all of my items that have to do with the pump can. And I can also go and filter for my incomplete items. So we can go to incomplete, type in pump can again, and it's only going to give me pump can items that I've yet to get to, not completed yet. We have other filters available. We have incomplete, flagged, so we can see all of our flagged markers. I can actually search for certain flags as well. Or if I turn off that filter, I'll just hit all, pull it back out to normal. Another cool thing about these list inspections is if I run out, whenever we're doing these video clips in here, we have 60 seconds total. If I run out of that video and I want some more, all I have to do is hit switch to video inspection up at the top here.
So each video has to be less than 60 seconds, correct?
The video clips combined from that list inspection have to be, but if you need more, we can just switch it straight over to a video inspection. And it allows me to do full-time video. And then whenever I hit this bookmark button in the bottom left, it just pulls me straight back into that list that I was working on previous. So I can come in, make some entries. I need that video open. I can just open it back up, do full-time video, get recording of whatever I may need.
So full-time video, there's no limits.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay.
And whenever you are using software, there is a associated charge with full-time video. I don't remember exactly what it is. It's pretty small per event. It just covers our cost of storing that video in the cloud for you for 5 years hot. And then after that, it all goes to cold storage, which just means after 5 years, give us a call. We'll pull any file for you within 24 hours. Another cool thing about whenever we switch over to live video, I can actually put this event live and start streaming to our server. So I just hit the live button down at the bottom. Once this chat opens up on the right, I can actually go in and invite users in. So that could be any of my system users, or I can enter in an external number. So maybe there's, some sort of oil specialist that I need to get on the line to look at something. I could go ahead and put in his phone number, his email, send him a link, and he'll be able to join straight into this inspection with me. See what I'm seeing. We'll be able to talk back and forth between each other. It's really cool technology. I'll give you a little sample of that real quick by showing our remote access from the MMS here, which is our backend. Let me switch what I'm sharing here really quickly.
So he's switching over to the real brains of the IQ3 product, the MMS, the multimedia management system. That's just so you kind of have an idea of what's happening.
Yep. So here we are inside the MMS. This is our backend, runs on HTML5 compliant browsers, which is pretty much all the popular ones right now. All I do is hit select all on my monitor side over here, and we will scroll until we see an active line, which is mine right here. We'll double click, and now I have live video rolling straight through. You will hear me talk twice, so we're going to keep this short, but it does do really nice live videos for you. And you can add bookmarks from the laptop here or your desktop.
Very clear, yeah.
So backing out of there because it drives me nuts hearing myself talk twice. Let me get back over to the tablet really quickly.
So what you've been seeing so far is the inspector's tool. They're using it can be done on a phone or any iOS smart device. So you're seeing two sides of the IQ3 product.
All right, so to wrap things up here really quickly, down at the bottom, we also have the ability to tap into IP cameras. So any sort of network camera, you can go ahead, tap into those. They may be on the vessel, maybe in the lab, wherever. Tap into those and use those cameras as your inspection feed. It's just a cool little feature, IQ3. Of course, we have flash functionalities. We can spin that camera around. We can zoom in, zoom out of our video. And once I'm ready to go ahead and wrap up my inspection, I'll hit the pause button in the bottom right. I can hit it one more time to hit stop. I do have the option here to either wrap up that inspection entirely, end it, or I can put it on hold, which just essentially lets me put it in it. I can come back to that inspection later. I can go run other inspections, then open this one back up and resume it. For now, we're just going to go ahead and hit end so we can upload it to the server. It's going to take a moment to go ahead and process all the video, photo, and data that we just put together into one nice little file to upload. And once it's done with that, we can upload it, switch over to the MMS. All right, so here we are. This is the search page of the IQ3 MMS. This is going to be the home screen, essentially, of the system for you. Every time you open it up, this is where you'll land. It's going to show you any inspections that have happened within your system that day. So we're going to have to give it a second. It's still uploading this event for me. I think if I refresh now, we should be able to see it. There it is for us, our Revcord 1 inspection. I can go ahead, double click that and open up the event video. It's going to actually go ahead, since we did that in the kind of list format, it'll go ahead and do kind of like a slideshow for the photos. Then it'll get into that video that we took as well. Here's my video clip. Other information on the right. Pause it. There we go. On the right side, I also have my bookmarks available. So we have our different sections, all my bookmarks that I added. Another cool part about these bookmarks is they're actually used as jumping points. So I can hit those bookmarks and it'll jump me to that point in the inspection that I added that bookmark or that inspection item. So back over to search. We are going to go and pull our inspection report. So we have a whole bunch of different options for inspection reports. The one that is the most popular right now and our most finely tuned is the PDF reports, which we can also take out to Word. See here, we can also use that asset image as our title page photo. So what's going to show on the cover page of that report. We can do job and revision numbers as well on these inspection reports. So we'll just call this BCIC for barge. BCIC was inspection type. I can choose my photo location, so I can have those photos be associated with each inspection item that they're added with at the end of each section, or have a nice little photo library at the end of the report. Go ahead and do them by section. And then I can choose my document type, whether I want to take it out in a PDF, or if I want to go and make some edits, maybe adjust the format a little bit, I can take it out in a Word document as well. We have a bunch of advanced report options as well. We can change that photo size. You can make it a little smaller, make that photo a little bigger, throw in a temporary logo on that report. So if you want to maybe put your customer's logo on that report, that's how you do it. And then there's a whole bunch of different toggleable options for different report data that you can turn on or off. Once I'm happy with everything, I'll hit generate report down here, and it's going to go ahead and put together that PDF for me. Looks like that asset photo was a little messed up. I think the scale was wrong, but no big deal there. See there, our BCIC for Revcord 1. Get into our inspection details, so those pre-inspection fields that we filled out before starting the inspection. We do also pull GPS location from that device. Get a nice little table of contents, and then we get into our actual inspection items. You can see our pre-work planning, verified the previous cargo, our vessel safe for entry, all of the previous items we added. You can see here, there's our cargo pipeline check valve inspection. We took that measurement of the sound bar. It's showing up there for us. Our last one, the pump can pressure test, cargo pump can seal, associated connections, pressure to 15 PSI. Another cool thing about these markers on the PDF is they're actually links. So if I show this PDF out to someone, I can actually give them access to that video. Being a little slow with me right now. Here we go. So it'll actually open up that video and open up to the point that the inspection item was added. So back over into the software. Should we touch on remote inspections really quickly?
Yeah, well, why not? Give that opportunity.
Yeah. So we do have a remote inspection tool. This allows you as the inspector to sit at your desktop at your computer, send an inspection link out to someone's device, and have them essentially be your camera endpoint for that inspection. And all that takes is hitting create new event up in the top right of our screen here. I can give it a title. We can choose our inspection checklist, which template we'd like to use. Let's say we can use that BCIC again. Want to do your phone number, Chad?
Sure.
All right.
281-770.
1322.
Yes, sir.
All right. And we can enter in some of those pre-inspection details. So we'll say this is Rev Barge 2. Location, Texas. You can also throw some participants in. So if I want to have someone, just join along, view what I'm doing, maybe for a training exercise, something like that, I can throw them in down here. Once I'm ready, I'll hit create new event. And it's going to send that link immediately to Achinna's phone. All he's going to have to do is open that link up in his browser, hit allow photo or video and microphone, and then we will start our remote inspection.
I'm going to step out of the room so we don't get echo.
And once he starts it up, we will see this turned active for us. There we go. It's a little upset with me because I have my actual computer camera off, but that'll be fine. We'll still be able to see everything all right. And here we go. So now Achinna's just outside of the conference room here. I can go down at the bottom, hit add bookmark. We can add all of our inspection items just as we would in the tablet. Choose my different sections and the markers associated. This one just has one. This was a strip and squeegee. We can add some notes down here as well, and we can also view that history just like we did in the tablet. And I can save bookmark, it'll save in there for me. And I can keep track of everything as well while doing my inspection. There's Orbit there sitting on my desk. We'll go ahead and get a bookmark of him. We'll upload that into our report. Let's go ahead and say tank 1 port here. And we will save our bookmark. Oh, I didn't select a marker.
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me. All right. So we'll add one more marker here. Looks like I managed to glitch it out a little bit. There we go. Save bookmark. Now that bookmark is saved right alongside there for us. So Achinna, we're all good. We can go ahead and wrap up this inspection. You can head back into the conference room. And he just went ahead and ended that event. He should walk back through the door here with me in a moment. So those RVIs, once they're done, they're going to upload automatically, just like they do on the tablet. It may take a second for it to populate from our streaming server, but that will be uploaded right here for us. We already covered that monitor section. This is where we went and viewed that live streaming from the tablet remotely. We do have an entire QA evaluation module that allows you to run QA evaluation on inspectors' events and actually create QA forms and checklists that can be used against those inspections. This is the playlist area, the repositories. So it's where I put the February survey and the deck barge surveys. We'll be able to see those here in just a moment. You can see there, I have my tank barge surveys. I have 18 different inspections in there. And then down in my February surveys, I have 28 inspections. You can always open these up, go and view all the inspections associated. We can also throw extra files and documents into these playlists and repositories.
So if you have a PDF of a map or some sort of ruling or some, I don't know, certification, you can also add those external documents to these files.
So there we see all of our items. And also go over to our attached files. Anything extra I'd added in here will be available. Another cool little thing these playlists do is I can actually map these out. So I hit map playlist up in the top here. It's actually going to open up a heat map with all of my inspections and their associated coordinates on the map for me. So you can see here at the Revcord office, we've had 4 of them showing up. And you'll see there's all of our inspection items. Down below playlist, we have reports. This just allows us to pull reports on a broad variety of system data. You know, you can pull reports on certain inspection items that were added, non-compliant statuses, things such as that. We also have the ability to schedule events. So if you have an admin type person who's managing at your inspectors and assigning inspections to them, they could be actually assigning inspections out to inspectors for them. They'll get a little notification on their tablet and all that information will populate for them. And that really wraps up kind of the 1,000-foot view of IQ3 right there.